Well, hello there, Libra. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for August 17th through the 23rd. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a couple of messages for you from my better angels. So this month, my better angels want us to focus in on feeling our feelings. So whatever our feelings are, we got the full rainbow of fruit flavors on the options there. We want to feel them. We don't have to do it publicly. We don't have to do it with our private people either if we don't want to. Some of them we will want to share with our people. Some of them we will not. And that's okay. Whatever you want to do, whatever you need to do, if you need to go rage against the machine out there in a rock pile and smash rocks, do your thing. If you want to journal it out and burn it, by all means, do that thing you got to do. But the more we get those feelings out of us, the less they stay bottled up inside of us, and we are no longer surrounded by dis-ease, okay? The next thing we want to know is that we're going to try and be better prepared this month. So that could be putting a bunch of stuff in your car that you go, I don't know why I'm putting this in my car, but I'm going to put it in my car. And presto, you're going to actually be finding little moments where you need it. And or if it turns out that you personally don't end up needing any of the things you put in your car, God bless you. You know what? That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes we just don't, these messages are for most of us, but not all of us. But those of us who have it and need it are going to be really glad we have it. And if we don't have it, you know, when we need it, that will make us really frustrated, because you will have had that little thought in your back of your head somewhere, I really should have packed a Band-Aid or two, you know? And it'll be really frustrating when you don't have that, okay? So pay attention to the little messages you're getting about what you want to carry around in your back, in the back of your car or whatever, and you'll be better prepared than most, okay? You'll give me Johnny on the spot. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and look at the guiding card for the month. Your guiding card for the month, Libra, is Knight of Pentacles. You are fighting for your worth and value. You want to pay attention to what you're getting paid or how you're being appreciated in every area of your life. This could be, it doesn't have to do with money all the time. Sometimes it has to do with relationships. And if you're feeling like you're doing all the work or not being appreciated appropriately for all the work you're doing, well then it's time to step up and say, hey, I need a little bit more coming back at me if I'm going to keep doing this. So then you're standing up for yourself and making sure that people hear you and understand what your needs are. Okay? Cool. All right. So let's look now at the 3 cards in front of us. All right. Here they are. And we're going to get ourselves a mystery card. All right. This is that Witch's Tarot we're going to use. And yeah, let's go ahead and spread it out and grab a card for you, Libra. 17 through 23. That's the one right there. Okay. I'm going to set it right there and put these off to one side. Okay. Now then, hey, there's my little friend. Do you know what his name is? Me neither. Maybe you should give him a name. If you haven't seen him, or you have seen him, presto changeo, he's been here. He's here all the time, okay? Last month he took a month off, but when he came back this month, he was like, I need a name. Could you name me, please? And so I'm asking for your help. If you could name my little turtle here, he's non-gender specific, so as you wish, do your thing. Whatever you think this guy's name is, that will be helpful. Put it in the comments below. We'll go ahead and vote on it in September. We'll put the list of possible names in the description box in September. And in October, we'll make the big announcement, okay? And he'll have a name. Ta-da! And this is Baby Einstein. So if you're wondering who this guy is, that's Baby Einstein. His namesake, Big Einstein, so to speak, is at EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com. You can check that out if you like. He's very cool, by the way. I've met him. He's awesome. Wonderful channeled information. Perfect. So let's talk about these 3 cards right here, all right? And we're going to add new information, more information right now with the Magical Nordic Tarot right here. We'll go deeper. All right. We got a lot of pentacles. Interesting. So let's see what's happening. Okay. Interestingly enough, we have this 2 of Swords here, showing us that there's something going on for you where you're feeling a bit nervous this particular week. Everything isn't I mean, last week you were put in charge of some stuff and you were like, oh my, I wasn't expected to be put in charge. Not right away, not so soon. And so you're like, oh, what do I, and we were working it through, right? We were learning about it. We were getting involved in the situation, and I'm excited for you. You're working hard, making it happen, okay? Now then, with that being said, you're a little nervous this week about how it's going. 9 of Pentacles is showing you're getting plenty of money, you're getting paid properly, and everything is going well. Your budget is good, and you're taking good care of yourself. So everything is cool on the financial end right now, which is good. It's important that you keep things balanced right now. So don't overspend just because you have extra money, all right? So if you have extra money in your budget at work, pay attention to what that is, but don't let it go and get spent right away. You may need it for things that might break or other situations that come up. Pay attention to how that goes, all right? Now then, 7 of Pentacles is where you're blocked, okay? It's showing that in some areas, in some ways, the money that you have that seems extra is absolutely not extra. So you're blocked from treating it like it's extra money. So you're definitely going to be either like, okay, we're working on the manufacturing end of a thing right here, okay? So we're spending 3/4 of our money on the manufacturing, or nah, we're going to we're going to be spending like just over half on the manufacturing. We're feeling pretty good about it. We're like, man, I kept those numbers down. That's great. Now I have almost half of that money left over. You're like, no, it's not left over. You got to remember shipping and handling and packaging and all that stuff. All that packaging is going to cost a bundle, and so is shipping. So you may not have any money left over when you finally start getting into the real numbers. So we want you to pay attention to what's going on here. Any money that seems extra, it's not extra, okay? So pay attention to where your money is. Don't spend it, all right? Ooh, we got a double whammy on that. 7 Pentacles is down here as well. So yeah, I'm going to tell you, you have an extra slice of don't spend it all in one place, okay? So this is a big deal. All the tools are not at your disposal right now. So you don't have all the information, you don't have all the tools, you don't have everything you need. You can't make anything happen right now that you want to. All you can do is not spend it all in one place, okay? No wonder you're a little bit nervous. Things are a little off. You don't have your tools. You've got all this seemingly extra money, and you've got to keep that away from other people right now because they're all going, ooh, we can do this and we can do that. We can go a little extra here, we go a little extra there. And you're like, no, 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 no. Stick with the original plan. You need to stick with the original plan. And if it seems a little less expensive than you thought, perfect. The less expensive it is, the more you have for other things that are going to be more important. Like, you could have a ball, which is cool, but now you put the ball in a box, or you put the ball in a special package, and pretty soon now it's a special ball in a special box, right? So the deal remains, whatever you're doing, you want to make sure that you're taking good care and not overspending any one thing, because now the special ball in the special box might be extra expensive to ship. So be careful how you do that. Look at all the different contingencies, look at all the possibilities before you do anything, because right now you're blocked from overspending big time, okay? Double whammy on the 7 of Pentacles. Don't overdo it. This card here is talking about the 5 of Cups, reminding you of past relationships, past experiences, past times you've seen this thing go down. Like, you've done this stuff before. This isn't your first rodeo. So you're absolutely very clear that I've seen this before. I've experienced some of this before. I've seen it happen with my friend who was in charge of this stuff, and they had spent all their money in one area, but they were like, they didn't have what they needed at that time. So even as you're working it through, you're going to take that information and go, okay, I'm going to go talk to somebody in accounting about how to work this money situation. So you're going to get some financial advice before you go spendy-wendy, right? This is very good information. This is smart. Before you get too deep into anything, you definitely want to make sure that you have what you need, because you might want to, in fact, take like most of this money away from the manufacturing situation and put it over into another area. Like, oh, this is the budget for shipping and receiving, because it's going to need the big bulk of this money right now. We're going to make a whole chunk of it disappear so that we don't spend it, all right? This is very smart maneuvering. Talk to somebody about your money so that you have a better idea how to spend it and take care of it. That's why you're nervous, because you're like, oh man, I was put in charge of a bunch of money. What do I do? Oh my God. So you're handling it. You're going to do a very good job because you're going to get advice this week before you make any major decisions. Collect all your information before you go and talk to this person. That way you'll have a full picture of what's going on. Knight of Wands. Fighting for your ideas. Yep. You may have a specific concept or idea about like, well, but I really, really, really want the thing to be like this. And you may have to give up one thing on shipping and receiving or packaging in order to let the item itself, one area. You have the item, the packaging, and the shipping. So certain things are going to be more flexible. Maybe shipping and receiving will be a little more flexible. Maybe the packaging will be a little bit more flexible. But maybe the item itself has to be very specific, okay? So decide which thing is flexible and which thing is not. And then work it out, okay? So you're going to get some help with this. And I think that whatever it is you decide is not flexible, fight for it, okay? Fight for the thing that's most important to you about this product you're creating or whatever's going on there. Whatever the core issue is there, fight for it, okay? It will be important to you to stick to your guns in that moment and really own it, okay? Very, very cool, all right? Now then, let's get you a Mystic Forest Oracle card. What is going on here? All right, what do we got for Libra? What is going on here? Oh, that's it right there. All right. So, set these aside. What do we have? Ooh, rejuvenate yourself. Know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. Well, interesting. So, interesting. Rejuvenate yourself. It's important for you to know what you can and cannot do. When you're upset and you're feeling fearful, you might be feeling overwhelmed by all of this, but that's why you're going to get the financial advice. This is you getting financial advice so that you don't you know what is in your wheelhouse and what's not. So you're going to immediately let somebody else handle this and help you figure it out. So you're going to have a cool team. One of your team members is going to be somebody in accounting, and I like that, because you don't want to get hung up on something or fight for a whole collection of things that you can't really do. So check your boundaries, check what your limits are, and know what you can and cannot do. If you're not an accountant, don't try and be an accountant. If you're not into packaging and whatever, then go back down there and figure out what the lesser versions of certain things are, what the more versions are. Just look at the full range of possibilities before you settle into one concept, right? Always look at what's possible and what you can do to make things better, right? Cool. But know your wheelhouse. Don't overcommit yourself to something you can't do, all right? Now, what's your mystery card? All right. The Seven of Cups. Hello. Very cool. I love the Seven of Cups. It's got all the choices and options. And look at this beautiful, wow. Winning. This is a winning card. This is options and possibilities. And they're all working in the direction of goodness and light. Correct? This is about you having choices. And if you didn't have choices, you have money and choices. And yeah, you're keeping it all balanced. You're working it out. You're looking at all your options. You're making sure you're fighting for the right things. You're not overspending in any direction. You're doing all the work. And you're going to love this. You have so many things happening. Your options are going to help you so tremendously here that you are perfect. Okay? I love that. Well done. All right. You need a pocket full of rocks. Okay. Ooh. Hey, look. We have smoky quartz. We have black obsidian and carnelian. Aha. 2 first chakra stones. Black obsidian is, of course, all about staying grounded, but also sucking up all the negativity. So when you're feeling negative feelings over here, you're uncertain about what to do, getting help will help you release those and feel better. Everyone will want to help you because they see that not only are you new to the gig, but you're also making the right choices and asking the right people for help. Instead of just pretending like, oh no, I got this. You're not that person at all. You're getting the information you need from the right people within the company and feeding yourself new information so that you're educated in the process. Sweet. People love that. And of course, we have smoky quartz here in the first chakra saying there will be things you get to let go of. And you need to release control over certain things, whether it's the fact that everything is going to be exactly the way you wanted it to. No, it's not. You're going to fight for the things that you must have the way you want, but other things don't have to be exactly the way you want, and that's okay. They will be close, but they may not be exact, and that's okay. So don't get sprung. Just let things go, okay? Because now you got your creative juices flowing. Carnelian is here. Carnelian's a second chakra stone, and it's all about your creativity coming out and you being able to create whatever it is you need. So you're like, oh, we're going to create new packaging. It's going to be much less expensive, and it's going to be awesome. Maybe the ball doesn't need to go into a cardboard box. Maybe it goes into a less expensive drawstring bag, but it feels just as special. Maybe you add a little sparkle to it, and presto changeo. Everything feels awesome, right? Now the ball is just as magical or more magical than it would have been if it was presented in a box. And now it ships even more easily, because now that it's in a drawstring bag, you can take the ball and put it in one of those plastic bags of shipping, and then it doesn't need to be a rigid box. Very cool. So everything, all the prices for everything just dropped, just because you changed the way you were going to do that, because you let your creative juices flow, all right? So think outside the box. Think any which way you like, okay? Obviously, if they want to have this thing come to them in a cardboard box or in a wooden box, they're going to pay extra. Ta-da! That's all. You charge accordingly. But yeah, this is going to be great, okay? Well done. I love this for you. Libra, you're coming out and you're learning and you're showing up and you're having opportunities. This is super cool. I love this. Well done. Okay. So, Libra, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. If you want to carry them, great. If you want to carry something else, that's great too. Comment below. Let me know what you got. I'm into talking about the rocks. And it's going to be great. I think that you'll enjoy having those stones in your pocket that will help support you in the process of the week. But I'm going to take this moment now to talk to you again about my little friend, the turtle. Yes, we're going to give him a name. So if you want to drop in the comments below whatever name you think he should have, male, female, whatever, non-gender specific turtle, but he needs a name. And I would love for you to help me name him. Put it down there in the comments below, and I will list them in the description box below next month in September. And in September, we'll go ahead and start voting, all right? Everybody will vote on what they want as the name, and then in October, we'll make the big announcement. Ta-da! All right. Now then, speaking of that description box below, there's a lot of fun things there. All the decks I'm using are there, so you can find them on Etsy or Amazon and get them in your hot little hands. The other thing you'll find there is a list of all the fairs that I'm going to be at, so you can come out to the fair wherever I am and get a private reading in person. I would love to see you there. Super fun. And finally, of course, if you can't make it out to the fair, totally understand. And I'm here for you in every way I possibly can be. There's ways for you to book private readings during the week. And I will happily read for you during the week. And I'll send you a photo of the reading when we're done. All right? So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It helps the little channel grow. And I appreciate that too. All right? Now, of course, we'll talk to you next week about the 24th through the 30th. Thank you very much.